Mako is wondering if we have a square with a diagonal of 22 centimeters and a circle with a radius of 7 centimeters inscribed inside. Our goal is to find the area and perimeter of the shaded portion outside the circle. Welcome to our series, Math's No Myth. Let's solve this problem step by step. If the diagonal of a square measures 22 centimeters and a circle of radius 7 centimeters is inscribed in the square, and the area outside the circle is shaded, what is the area and perimeter of the shaded portion? First, let's determine the length of the square's side. When Mako calculates, you also calculate Using the Pythagorean theorem, we can relate the side length s and the diagonal d of the square using the formula s squared plus s squared equals d squared. Mako is calculating the values now. Simplifying our equation gives us 2s squared equals d squared. To find s, we isolate it by taking the square root of both sides. Continuing with the derivation. Now we substitute the known diagonal value of 22 centimeters into our formula. Let's perform the next simplification step. To simplify further, we rationalize the denominator by multiplying the numerator and denominator by the square root of 2. Nearly there with the side length. Finally, we calculate 22 divided by 2, which gives us a side length of 11 times the square root of 2 centimeters. Now that we have the side length of the square, let's proceed to calculate its area. The area of a square is calculated by squaring its side length. So we multiply 11 times the square root of 2 by itself. This simplifies to 121 times 2, which is equal to 242 centimeters square. Next, let's find the area of the circle. Identify the formula. The formula for the area of a circle is pi times the radius squared. Given our radius is 7 centimeters, we square that value and multiply by pi. Seven squared is 49, so the area is 49 pi. Using 22 over 7 for pi, we get an area of 154 square centimeters. If you take pi equals 3.14, then the area is 49 times 3.14 equals 153.94 centimeters square. Area of the shaded portion is area of the square, the area of the circle, 242 centimeters square. 153.94 centimeters square equals 88.06 centimeters square. Dot.
Yay! Correct! Correct!
Now let's turn our attention to calculating the perimeter of this shaded region. The perimeter of the shaded portion is the sum of the perimeter of the circle and the perimeter of the square. First, let's find the circumference of the circle, which is the perimeter of its boundary. The formula for the circumference of a circle is 2 times pi times the radius. Using our radius of 7 centimeters and pi as 22/7, we calculate the circumference. Perimeter of the circle equals 2 pi r equals 2 times 22 divided by 7 times 7 equals 44 centimeters. Next, we calculate the perimeter of the square by multiplying its side length by 4. Perimeter of the square equals 4 by 11. Square root 2 equals 44. Square root 2 equals 44 times 1.4. 1/4 equals 62.216 centimeters. Recall that our side length is 11 square root of 2 centimeters. Adding these two values together, we get a total perimeter for the shaded region. It is 44 centimeters plus 62.216 centimeters equals 106.216 centimeters.
Curiosity kills the cat. But it makes me master the maths. Ha 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 ha!
Thank you for watching Animated Maths for All series.